Hey guys, Paul Reddick here. We're back with the next step of our workouts, and we're going to talk a little bit today about and design our workout around flexion and extension. Tell us why it's important.
Well, as you all know, I mean, most of the things that we do on a daily basis require us to do something in front of us. So the muscles in the front of our body get definitely stronger and overworked compared to the muscles on the backside.
And then we kind of compound that by overworking them.
Yeah, I mean, in competition, we don't throw things like this, where everything's coming this way. So if we're hitting or if we're throwing, everything's in front of us. And you can see it in posture. I mean, how many kids have posture? I mean, look at, it's something that I have to be conscious of myself at all times too, because these muscles are totally on the backside being dominated by the muscle strength on the front side. So it's very, very important to work. What we'll call today is our upper body pull workout to counteract our upper body push workout. All right. Again, we're going to keep it in a cycle. We're going to do four exercises in the cycle in the circuit here, and we're going to go through, and then you get a minute break in between. Repeat. This is again one that we'll do 3, 4, sometimes even 5 times. Again, we want to favor the muscles on the back side versus the muscles on the front. We'd increase this one in terms of in comparison to our upper body push.
Just to kind of balance
that out.
And we had talked the last time we were hanging out about you wanted almost a 50% balance from. So you got to do 50% more work for the back side just for balance.
Yeah.
Right?
So if we're talking 3 times through in our push, we're gonna go 5 times through. About 5 times through our circuit.
And what's important is that you will not find a hitting coach, a pitching coach, a baseball coach anywhere that won't say that balance is the key to anything in baseball. But if our bodies are not balanced, how are we going to achieve balance? You just can't. You know what I mean?
It's really for me. It's step one. I mean, you have to be able, before you're working on your skill. Your individual skill, you have to be balanced. So let's set your body up and to give it the best advantage to succeed and develop a skill.
All right, let's hit it.
So here we go. We're going to take what we call a straight arm push down. Again, if you have access to a cable, you can use a cable here. But we're going to use just a piece of tubing. Come over the top. This is a 3-way straight arm push down. You can sit on top of there. You'll see why in a sec why we do that. Turn a little bit so they can see what you're doing there, because I think you'll still be able to kind of fire that way.
Yeah.
We'll slide this guy over here a little bit. All right. Now arms are going to be straight, palms down. You're going to come down to the middle and do a straight arm push down. So you're working up in here in the lats.
So not this.
Right.
Straight arm.
Straight arm, and go with your body a little bit. Use your whole body there. Okay. Now you're going to take 1 rep to the right, outside your knee. Okay. And then 1 rep out here, outside your left knee. Now this ball here has locked your hips up pretty much. So we're getting all this trunk rotation from the hips up, which is going to fire the core.
You know what you'll immediately feel when you're doing this? You're going to see the difference between your dominant and non-dominant sides.
Right.
Right.
It feels awkward one way, or
you're going to feel like just this way. I could probably do this all day this way.
Right.
I go this way. You see, I kind of my first movement was to kind of adjust and compensate.
Right.
And what you want to do is just knock out all those weaknesses as best you can. All right.
Good. All right.
Yep.
Next one, we're going to put you under the bar. All right. So we're up above. Now we're going to go underneath. Right? Go underneath. Yep. And you describe this one for me, because you have a good way of describing it.
We're going to come up to 90, and we're going to hold 3. We're going to pinch our shoulder blades 3, and then pulse 3. Pulse is just where we're kind of pulsing our grip, and that's just kind of hitting all the little muscle groups in there. So we're going to hold 3, pinch our shoulder blades 3, pulse 3, and then move 3. Now, you don't want guys hanging back down, right?
No.
You're going to hold it at 90?
Yeah. I want to keep them up there. Once you start to fire those muscles, keep them working throughout the duration of the set.
Okay.
All right, and the reason why we do this inverted version of the pull-up is there's a lot of guys that just can't do a pull-up, or not enough of them to really get the benefit of them.
And you can do some damage. You can hurt yourself trying to do something you can't do. Yeah.
You have your whole body weight trying to hold, yourself up. Now, one little quick version of what you can do here is you can put your feet flat.
Yep.
If you find it too difficult with your feet up, because now you have a little bit of help from your legs. Right. It's like a self spot. Okay.
Right.
So a little modification that you can make there. Good.
Okay. Cool. How many are we doing on that?
Well, you want to go through that whole series, probably 8 to 10 times.
Okay.
All right. So you're doing about 8 to 10 reps on the actual.
Okay.
It's really going to be about 21 reps when we go through the.
Okay.
Right. Right. So you're doing the 3 of them.
Fielder's curls?
Fielder's curls.
Alright, this is killer.
A little modification that we made. Again, I always try to make it a little bit more specific to what we do.
Right, you do these with David a lot, right?
All the time. When we do bicep workout, we try to incorporate these. But everybody's seen the bicep curl.
Yep.
And let's face it, there's not many ways to train the biceps other than because they flex the elbow and they supinate or turn the hand up. Okay?
Yep.
So you can do so many variations on that, but let's make it a little bit more baseball specific. I do the fielder curl. So what we'll do is we'll put ourselves into the fielding position. So right here. And if I'm here waiting for action, I have the ball, I have my glove, I'm waiting to see what happens. I could move either way to field the ball.
Right.
We're gonna put dumbbells in our hands here, just like this, and now the action is a curl to 90 degrees.
Right.
Now the unique thing about
it's
this is
also stabilizing you in that fielder's position.
And that's building up strength
down
there.
hold, yeah.
And in the low back, the posture in the low back to be able to keep that position throughout the duration of the exercise. Again, the unique thing is that if I were to curl to the top in this thing, I can hold these dumbbells here for the next 10 hours if I want to.
Right.
Because this is with gravity and it's not very difficult. But if I get here and I lean over and I bend up to the top, now
you gotta resist that.
I have to resist the down pull
forward pulling
more than any other place in the curl.
Yeah.
So it's extremely difficult exercise. But what we'll do is we'll incorporate some movement. Side, curl, down, side, curl, down, side, curl. So we're shuffling.
Okay.
Alright, try that one.
Cool. This one's going to be tough for me. I can feel it right now. Alright, so I'm curling, step,
Down, curl.
step,
There you go. Perfect.
down. And again, this is, I mean, not only getting stability, I got my arms are going, my core is going, my legs are going.
That's awesome. That was good.
That's killer.
Good. And
Maybe
then
just those few. I mean, you know.
yeah, you can feel yourself.
Yeah.
Again, you put that in the circuit, no rest, and keep going. Let's move this out of the way. We'll get the last one here, which would be like we call it a face pull rotation. So we get ourselves way up top, again with a piece of tubing. Face pull is a variation of a curl. So you gotta keep your elbows and arms high.
Yep.
If I pull in here, it's not that difficult. If I keep my elbows and my arms parallel to the ground, and then I curl, this is again to that 90 degree position.
Yeah. Even you're shaking.
I'm shaking already, so it's up here, but then let's take it and rotate, grab our handles and rotate over that knee, okay? So pull it in, rotate down, and then decelerate it out.
Starting here.
Turn a little bit this way,
Yep.
just like this, there you go. Good.
Curl,
Pull down.
And now am I pushing down?
No, you're just going to kind of use your trunk to rotate down. That's it. Okay, up, get them all the way out. Good. That's it.
See, even like to do that, to make that turn, I mean, this is
right now you're
fielding and throwing. To make this turn is you just gotta take everything you got.
Keep your elbows way up high.
Again, that's me going back down.
Right, that's where you're naturally going to want to
go.
So there, turn, keep it there, and rotate. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, what you got to recruit to make that turn is huge. I mean, you guys got to recruit everything in your body.
And there again, we're doing about 10 to 12 reps on that, and we want to go through the other side. If we're going to go through this circuit, let's say 4 or 5 times, you can go the first time rotating to your right, next time rotating, the other way, the other side.
Okay. All right. So what do we got? We got.
So you start off. We had our three-way straight arm push down.
Right. How many reps?
Go through that circuit 4 times. So it's a little mini circuit. Middle, side, side. So 4 times would be 12 reps.
Okay, 12 reps.
All right, next one under the bar. Here, we're going to do, let's say 7 reps. We'll call it 21 because you have those 3 in each one.
Right.
So that round would be 3, again, 3. So 7 times would be 21 reps of that.
21.
All right. Then we have the fielder curl.
Yep.
All right, and we're going for about 12 to 15 separate curls. So over here, 1, 2, all right,
okay.
and then back to the last one there. We just had the pull, right? The face pull rotation. About 12 of those.
Okay.
Again, next time go through, rotate to the other side.
And this one this circuit we're going through more times, right?
This one we're going through more times.
How many times?
About 5 to 6 on this one. Well, 6 would be the most anybody. It's more 4 or 5. We said 3 to 4 on the upper body push.
Yeah, it's got a balance with it. So you could say 5, but if you're you got to make sure that it balances with your upper body.
If you went upper body this week and you had gone through it, like your first week and you did 2, you can do 4 of these.
Okay. So that's the most important thing is that you balance this out.
Right.
That you don't you don't keep it too close. So if you did like 3 in the upper body, you don't do 4.
Right.
You're gonna have to do 5.
Do 5, exactly.
If you can't do 5, then what you have to do is back your upper body work down.
Totally.
Yeah.
You're gonna at least do 2 more than the other way, and work up to a max of 50% more.
And a part of the thing here is that you gotta be able to back off your front side work and to balance out back side.
Yeah.
You have to.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. Very good.
Great work.